What is up? What is up? What is up? Fire Chicken here at the scrapyard. Um, got a couple things for you today before we start off the next week here. So as you know, some of you know, if you're in our Facebook group, you probably know. But we got our belt the other day. Just a second. Anyway, we got our belt delivered to us the other day, and I'm doing a belt presentation tomorrow to Golden Hands in person with Pete, our camera guy. And so we'll do it all official and everything. And it'll be the first time everybody's going to get a chance to see our championship belt, our boxing championship belt. So be on the lookout for that footage probably Tuesday, maybe Monday night. I don't know, whenever I get it sent to me. Um, Cage panels, I think, were purchased yesterday. So we're the only thing we're waiting on is one door. So we have 5 of the 6 panels purchased, but except for the door, they have to specially make that. Hey, what's up, Ara, SZN, and Simo? How you guys doing? So, yes, Cage, getting close. No event next month. That's our cage building time. Belt presentation tomorrow. We should have some good footage. So it'll be me, Golden Hands, and camera guy, editor Pete. Ugly boy, what's up? What's up? How you doing tonight? I made the next event for January 23rd, so signups are available on our page. I know, Ugly boy, you were talking about wanting to get signed up for early next year. What about practice? I don't have any practice lined up, guys. Callum Clark, the Main Street Beefs channel comments seem to confirm that Scrapyard has set a new standard for production quality. Awesome work. I agree. Pete's done an awesome job with our video production, and I think we can just keep moving up from here. You know, with the cage, and we'll get Hall of Fame, we'll get belts, we'll get banners. It's just looking all around good and moving up everywhere. So again, okay, so I would go back to what I was saying. Signups on the page, on the Street Beefs group page. If you don't have Facebook, you can message me, streetbeefs_scrapyard on Instagram, and I can get you signed up that way, and we can stay in contact. But for the most part, we sign up on the event section on Street Beef Scrapyard on Facebook. What's up, Ricky? Pretty Ricky. Probably February for me. Gonna buy a car. All right. What about you, Ricky? Maybe January event, the 23rd. Get some of you Brave House guys out there. I'm probably gonna be looking to do another belt match soon, but it might not be next event. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen. It's all preliminary, just talk stuff right now, but it'll be for 155 MMA. That's the next one. And then what we'll do is we'll probably start looking for a kickboxing title after that. So I'm still not sure on what I want to do for I'm still not sure what I want to do as far as weight classes go. I might go 140, 155, 170, 185. It'll probably be 170, Simo. 185, and then maybe 205, and then heavyweight. Maybe a 220. I don't know. We'll have to look on that. We're not going to have a belt for each title, though. Keep that in mind. It's going to be one belt for boxing. Okay. So basically, if you win a boxing title, you can have that belt at the event to take pictures with and stuff, and you are the champion of your weight class on that type of fighting. But I'm not going to be going out and purchasing a 140, a 155, a 170, a 185, a 205, and a heavyweight. That's 6 belts for each type of fighting. So that would be 18 belts that I would have to come up with at $150 a piece. And I don't feel like doing math, so basically it's a few $1,000s in belts, and I'm not doing that. What about you? Don't you can fight whatever weight you want to fight in, but if you're fighting for a title, you have to be under a certain weight. You have to be under 170 pounds to fight for the 170-pound title. But if you're just doing matches, um, I mean, you could be whatever weight you want, and then your opponent will be, roughly within 10 pounds. So yeah, don't worry too much about your weight. But if you ever want to like start doing title contention, um, you're gonna look at the next weight up from what you're at. So you would be 170. You'd be a 170-pound fighter for a title. Yeah, we're not doing 160. I mean, you could fight at 160 if you want, but there's not going to be a 160 title. That's only 5 pounds off. I'm not. I figure like around 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds could be. Yeah, I think the weight classes I came up with are pretty okay. I don't know. So again, cage is going to be built next month. Really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that our next event is going to be much like our other events, where it's not restricted as much. So, we won't have to do the 5-person thing, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, make sure you guys get into the group though in Street Beef Scrapyard. Make sure you're subbed to our YouTube, this one that you're on right now. Make sure you're subbed to this, and make sure you're subbed to all the different branches of Street Beefs also on YouTube. And there's Facebook groups for every branch of Street Beefs. So sign up for each of those. That way you can get all the up-to-date information. If anybody's interesting, I can't talk. Sometimes I start thinking about stuff while I'm talking, like a totally different subject. So anyway, if you want to donate in any way to the Scrapyard Fund, so we use the money for things like purchasing belts, porta potties, purchasing cage panels, plywood, anything that's involved with the cost of Scrapyard. Because up to this point, the majority of it's come out of my pocket. So if you guys are interested in donating all to that, can either super chat me on here or hit this one up, firechicken76@gmail.com. That's kind of my Scrapyard holding fund for stuff that we need for the group. So it really helps out, because then I'm able to, purchase a belt, and then I might be able to get it like, earlier than I wanted to, so we could have our title fights earlier. But it's really dependent on me. Like, I'll say, hey, we want to do an MMA title fight coming up for 155, but if I don't have the funds to get the belt, then we have to keep pushing it back until I have the funds to get the belt. Then once we have that, then I can go ahead and purchase another belt. So yeah. What else? Anybody got any questions? This is 15 minutes for Fire Chicken. We're 9 minutes in. So if anybody has any questions, I will answer them. Nope. Sorry, Russ. No event in December. Oh, hold on. I got a question. What kind of floor surface are you going to use for the cage? That's a good question. We've considered keeping it the same, which is just dirt. And the reason, but we were also throwing around ideas like sand and stuff. Problem is like when two fighters really get into it, and sand will get flown into people's eyes. So I don't really like the idea of using sand, because yeah, it's easier to get into people's eyes. It sucks fighting on dirt, but what we're going to do is we're going to border off around the cage so that water can't run into the ring, and then I'll cover it. Let's see. So what's up with that wolf versus solo fight? It is what it is. We had a fight, and um, it's getting a lot of bad press. So I don't know. You take the good with the bad, I guess. Let's see. Dirt don't hurt. I love the dirt. Good, good, good. That's the way to. That's a positive attitude. Hold on, I get a message here. Our next one, January 23rd. Mark your calendars. Oh, and by the way, if you don't sign up to fight for January 23rd, don't just show up to the event and be like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm going to fight." I'm not going to let that happen. So, um, I'm trying to set stuff up ahead of time. I want to see, I want to be able to match people up ahead of time. So don't pull the whole thing like, you're getting ready for a fight, and I like people to be able to go on there and see who's lined up to fight, or at least who's potentially going to be an opponent. Any MMA glove recommendations? 4-ounce MMA gloves. Um, I don't really have. I would ask in the group, the Facebook group. Dom54, you think we will get a crossover fight down the line? Um, yeah, I don't know about crossover fight, but we do have people that are coming up from Cali, Virginia, and now that people are seeing our awesome production quality, I think people are going to want to come over and have that really cool footage. So we're probably going to see. I've had about 3 people message me from Cali wanting to get on the next event. So lead lined MMA gloves. Don't listen to Ugly Boy. Bad person to listen to. Has anybody just shown up? Yeah. Um, some people have shown up, but it's kind of like they weren't really intending to fight, so they didn't bring a mouthpiece or anything. But then they see what's going on, and they're just like, "Man, I want to fight." So I mean, that's cool, I guess. But I mean, if you're considering fighting, I would really like to know ahead of time so that I can match people up. It's a courtesy to us, helps us run smoother. If you've seen the last event, if you were one of the people that got to come out to either fight, participate, you've seen that it ran very smooth last time. Like we got people in, we got people out, and we got things done, and we got it done in a timely fashion. That's always nice. I definitely don't want to run into dark weather. I personally don't think that it's very appealing in the thumbnails when you have like dark weather, or even in the fights itself. It's kind of just less appealing than if you are watching a fight in the daylight. So there's just, you're missing stuff. There's like, yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. All right, we're about a minute and a half left, so come up with something else. Do you think you should learn multiple martial arts at once? Yeah, if you want to do MMA, yeah, train MMA. You know, learn all of it at once. Now, if you stick to one, you'll get better at that one, but you won't learn how to combat other martial arts. If you're going to do just kickboxing, you're never going to learn takedown defense. You may never want to take somebody down, but you still have to learn the defense to it. And it's not as easy as just like throwing a person to the side. Because if a wrestler like Gumby wants to take you down, you're the same weight as him, he's going to put you on your back. I mean, it's just going to happen. If you don't get like a knockout punch before that happens, you're going to wind up in a place that you're not familiar with. I'm extremely new to boxing, but it would be fun. Have a match day. Any recommendations for training during COVID? Train for COVID, you could possibly look at stuff on the internet and train at home and ask for advice on people, and ask for advice on like what you're doing wrong, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you see like one day grappling, one day striking, etc. But this concludes my 15 minutes. I'm being really strict today because I'm getting yelled at from downstairs about bringing Christmas ornaments down. So hope you guys got a little bit out of this, and stay tuned. You'll get to see the belt presentation tomorrow or the next day. Peace out, everybody. Adios.